guys, so this is Leo's horoscope for the month of April 2018. This is something new that I'm doing on my channel, so please feel free to leave any suggestions down below for future horoscope videos, like if you want me to change anything up in the way I present it. So for Leos, the month of April, they're going to be really focused on expanding their knowledge this month. Also, if you see me looking down, I just have like a bunch of notes on my computer. I didn't want to forget anything. But it's a really great month for Leos to like take a little class, like a new class, or like learn a new skill, like, maybe take like a vegan cooking class, or, sign up for Taekwondo, something like that. But it's definitely a good month for Leo to expand their knowledge. Mercury is in retrograde right now, as of, March 22nd, 23rd, and will be until about April 15th. So during the first half of Mercury's retrograde, it's going to be a good month for Leos to stop and consider the small details. It's really crucial before moving forward. You don't want to move ahead before you really look at like the whole picture. So even things that might not strike you as important, it's definitely a time that you need to consider things like that. So if you're trying to, plan something, it's not a time to skip over the small details. Like, definitely make sure that you are focusing in on everything as a whole. So again, this month, let the small things matter, because it's going to bring you to a greater purpose in whatever it is that you're pursuing. Eventually, not skimping over the details will lead you to some more clarity, especially as Mercury goes direct, like I said, around April 15th-ish. And after you've experienced maybe some false starts with some goals that you're going after, or maybe like something like career-wise, or maybe even with relationships with others, you're gonna know when Mercury goes direct, you're gonna have a better idea of how to correct them so that you can move forward. And anything that you're working on this month, like anything, like I said, goal-related or work-related, anything, like that's important to you. Any work related to this is gonna directly impact the way that people view you, and if they take you seriously or not, so make sure that you are taking yourself seriously and not like goofing off when it comes to stuff that actually is important to you. Just don't take everything too seriously. Like, don't be super hard on yourself. Just don't, be careless with things. So Venus is going to be in your 10th house this month, and then eventually move into your 11th around the end of April. And you don't want to shy away from the opportunity to be center stage this month, and of course, most Leos wouldn't anyways, so this is a good month for you to really shine. And you shining and showing like, what you have to offer will definitely pay off. I mean, you don't need to feel the need to show off, but don't be afraid to show people what you got, Your talents this month are definitely going to be appreciated and seen by others. It might be a good month that you might get a promotion this month, move up some way in work or in school. If getting a new job has been on your mind, this is a really great month to, start searching for one. Just try not to become too wrapped up in your status where you feel like you need to like spend money to create an image for yourself, because really you might end up spending too much money trying to prove yourself to others, like money you just don't have this month. Any career efforts you've been making, like I said, are going to start to pay off this month. And when I say career, I mean that could mean, like your school efforts as well, or maybe like any goals you're pursuing. It might be a good time to rekindle something with somebody from your past, whether that be like a friendship or a romantic relationship. But either way, during this time, somebody from your past might make a reappearance in your life for whatever reason, and there's probably something to be learned from that. So during April, between the days of like the 17th and the 20th, everybody, all of us, all signs are going to be feeling kind of isolated, and like it's hard to connect with others. So if you're in a relationship and things kind of seem to be tough, whether it's romantic, platonic, somebody in your family, and or just in general, like maybe you're just not connecting with like your coworkers or your friends, and you just kind of feel like distant and a little bit lonely, just take, comfort in the fact that everybody is going to kind of be feeling this way during this time, and like we just feel, like I said, isolated. And also during this time, it's a good time to really like focus, inwardly, and it could be a good time to cut ties with someone negative in your life if that's something that's going on. I mean, you don't have to cut ties with anybody, but if you have had somebody in your life that feels like they're just not bringing anything good into it, don't be afraid to cut ties during this time, and just don't be afraid to focus in on yourself between the 17th and the 20th. Between the 10th and the 21st, Venus and Mars are going to be trining, so this always just makes you, more social. This is a good time to make friends, a good time to ask for favors, because people are you know, you're just more likable in general. You're gonna actually probably want to work harder this month than you normally do because it's just gonna make you feel better and feel happy. It's not gonna feel like something you have to do. You're kind of gonna want to do it. You're really motivated this month to reach some short-term goals. Just don't take everything onto your shoulders at once because it could be just too much weight to bear. And if you are, you know, taking on a lot, make sure that you're concentrating on like your health, you're eating healthy. If you work out, make sure you keep doing it. Your sleep, get enough sleep. Don't neglect those areas of your life because that could, you know, cause you to get sick. So with Mars being in your 6th, be sure not to like neglect your pets this month if you're very busy, or, you know, you might have an opportunity to explore, you know, new places around you. Like maybe you'll have an opportunity to travel this month. If you're thinking of getting a pet, like maybe you've been thinking about getting a cat or a gerbil, maybe wait till May because an opportunity might present itself where if you have a pet might get in the way of it. So if you're thinking about getting a pet, maybe hold off for a bit. Again, between the 18th and the 29th, really gonna make you want to like kick into high gear and really work hard to get what you want. Overall, this is just going to be generally a good month for you. Your 9th house is going to be pretty powerful, and you know, any matters having to do with like law, like if you get into trouble, you might actually get out of it very easily. Like you'd just be a little luckier in that department. Again, you're gonna feel like you're doing well in whatever you're pursuing right now, whether that be school, work, hobbies, goals. And your love life is going to look good this month. If you're single, you know, the middle of the month might bring you some. So again, you might have travel opportunities this month, but probably best to wait until like the 2nd half of April because of the retrograde, and also just because you won't have the best of luck spending like any large amounts of money until the 2nd half of April, so just be careful in that department. After like around the 15th, your money situation will feel more secure and you might find the cash flowing in. So yeah, overall, I mean, you're gonna have some romance available, you're gonna do well in whatever it is you're pursuing. Just be careful not to be too impulsive and you know, don't neglect your health, don't neglect your pets, you know, don't do any huge spending things, especially not in the 1st half of April. So that is your horoscope for the month of April 2018, and I will be continuously posting these monthly. So if you liked this video, make sure that you're subscribed, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. So have a good day or night.